Hello, everyone, and welcome to Real Talk tonight. We're all here, excited, ready, waiting to eat. Well, three of us are ready, waiting to eat. The
Right.
other two probably already ate. So,
No.
anyway, no? Zen, no?
I got it right here, though.
Look at her. Anyway, so we're really excited about tonight, and I am gonna. Well, you all know us. I'm sure you know us. You've been watching us for a long time. But in case you don't know, we do have a new person here. So Kimberly, kind of introduce yourself and introduce
Wow,
yourself.
you just put me on a spot.
I did. 'Cause I'm really good at that. I'm really good at that.
Thank you. I'm Kim. I don't know what to say. I guess I'm judging what, three? Huh?
What's your channel? Do you have a channel? I mean,
Yeah, actually I do, but I haven't been making much videos lately. I need to start back up. But my channel's under Kimberly Dodato. Yeah, Kimberly Dodato at Yoo-hoo. Listen to me, YouTube.com. Let me see. I'm new at this judging thing. I'm also very nervous, so y'all just gotta bear with me. I'm slowly coming out of my shell.
You
A little bit.
are coming out.
I'm coming out. I'm trying to break out.
Coming out.
oh, around these woods, before you know it, you'll be comfortable. But I will put her link to her channel down below after the show, and you guys can go subscribe to her. And yeah, so of course you know myself. Then Robsy doesn't really do videos anymore because he's like, you know,
Yeah,
he doesn't need to do them anymore. So he's like, I've decided not to.
I made my millions, right?
Right? You don't need no more. And then, of course, the amazing Magic Mike over there, you know. So.
Hey, enough said. Enough said.
So send your checks to the show, and we'll make sure to forward them to Magic Mike over there. So anyway, we're excited about tonight. I'm just bullshitting right now. So Zen actually picked the what we are making tonight. So I'm gonna let her explain what we're making, and then we'll go from there.
Hey, everybody. I picked the pizza tonight, and one of the requirements was to make a non-traditional crust. So we wanted to try to get away from that and try to try some new things here for you guys and show you how they come out and what our chefs think about what they've created. In addition to that, I asked them to put on at least two vegetables on their pizza, so that we could, just mix it up a bit. So away we go here. Let's get ready to see what we got going on.
Yeah, so if everyone is ready, then I forget who goes first.
Well, let me just go ahead and get started here.
Oh, yeah, it's Michael. Michael goes first. We're giving him a bad time, like, all day.
Oh, my goodness. First of all, happy Labor Day to everyone. Pizza. Oh, my God. I love pizza, no matter what. I mean, pizza is my favorite. But Zen put a nice little twist on this, So I did some research, and I did make the chicken crust pizza, which here it is, right here. That is my chicken crust pizza with mushrooms, green bell pepper, onion, cheese, and then a pizza sauce. I mean, it looks absolutely yummy. Everyone in the house loved it and said this is going to have to be a staple in the house. So, I mean, it's nice and firm. I mean, there's the bottom of the chicken. I mean, you can see it's a chicken breast for sure. What I did was, let me tell you what I did. I took, made Okay, I took 4 chicken breasts, thawed them out. I cut them in half, where they're real thin, flattened them out some, and I sauteed them in a little bit of olive oil for about 4 minutes on each side. Took them out, put them on my stoneware, and I topped it. I took a 3/4 of a cup of pizza sauce and put that over all the chicken breast, 8 pieces of chicken. It made 8 pieces. And then I took, I put green, I put, yeah, a white onion, green bell pepper, and mushrooms, and then sprinkled it with mozzarella cheese, and then I put some more onions, bell pepper, and mushrooms on top, and baked it for 20 minutes at 350 degrees, and that's it. So let me cut into this right here. Let me cut it in half. Oh my goodness, this is a big bite, but look here, look at here at the inside.
Yeah.
Look at that, chicken and sauce and cheese and mushrooms and onions. I know you want to bite, Rob. Rob, you want to bite, don't you? Yeah, there you go. Let me tell you, for this recipe, it is 236 calories, 7.5 grams of fat, 221 mgs of sodium, 4.1 carbs. That's it. 8 fiber. I don't know how that comes out. 2 sugars and 38 grams of protein. So, let me take a bite because this is.
That looks awesome, Michael.
Oh my
Now, how
God.
many breasts did you say comprise one pizza piece?
Do what?
How many breasts comprise one piece of pizza like that? Is one cut in half?
Yeah. This is a half of a breast cut lengthways where
Right.
you got long.
Okay.
Yeah. So one breast makes 2 pizza crust. And then, after I cooked them for the 4 minutes on each side, I did put them back on the cutting board and flatten them out some more because they kind of puffed up a little bit when I cooked them. So I just put my griddle pan on top of I put the chicken breast on top of the cutting board and then my griddle pan on top of it and just pushed down real hard and kind of wiggled a little bit until it flattened it out a little more and made it a little whiter. And then it helps hold you put more toppings on it that way.
Yeah.
But,
I was thinking maybe you pounded it with one of those hammer, whatever they're called.
you can do that beforehand if you want to use a whole chicken breast and just pound it between, like in a Ziploc baggie and just pound it out real flat until they're about 1/4 to 3/8 of an inch thick. And then you saute it in the pan and then bake it.
It looks good.
Oh my God, it is so yummy.
Now, did you make your own sauce, or what sauce did you use?
I did use a low sodium, already pre-made pizza sauce.
Okay. And what kind of cheese did you put on it?
The low-fat mozzarella.
Mozzarella. Okay.
Looks really good.
It sounds really interesting. Really creative, Michael. Very creative.
Yes, it looks amazing. It looks really, really amazing.
Michael, I got a question. Where did you get that plate from?
Got that plate from Target.
Oh, did you? I got one just like it, but I got mine somewhere else. Anyways, I think it looks absolutely amazing. That would be so good. My question is if you were going to eat that, what would you serve with it? Like, what would be a side that you would put with that?
That's all that I'm gonna be able to eat, so I didn't make no sides.
If you were making a side, like say you didn't have a restriction to eating a volume.
I would eat it with a salad.
Yeah, I think that's what I would do too, and I think most people probably would a vegetable of some kind.
Yeah. Definitely a salad. I am a big salad person. When I used to go out and eat pizza a lot, I would always get a big salad to go with the pizza.
Yeah.
Awesome.
This is amazing. I mean, we don't even need to see the other two people. We
Right?
got this right now.
Whatever, whatever. Okay, so we have a couple of comments. Let me go over those really quick. Christy says, "Hi everyone, miss you all. Excited for tonight." Dennis said, "Good evening, all. Good luck, Michael." Oh, really? Good luck, just Michael.
Michael?
Huh, Dennis?
My fan club is here.
Huh, Dennis? Really? Just messing with you. Chrissy said, "Looks amazing, Michael. That's how I make my pizza." And then Dennis wants to know, is that what you guys are going to eat this coming weekend?
I'm sure.
And then Madison Page, I assume that's one of your friends. She said, okay, I'm going to read this because I'm like that. Yeah. Anyway, he pushed it down real hard and wiggled it a bit, then pounded it. Nice, Michael. Nice. Nice.
That's another one of that. She's in the Michael fan club too, so.
Well, you know, just
50 Shades of Michael?
yeah, that is actually how he explained it. So, you know, yeah.
50 Shades.
True, very true.
What, me? No. Look at his innocent face over there.
No.
Is she one of the ones that were in that Facebook After Dark group?
Oh, God. We're not going back to that, are we? Oh, jeez. And then Donna Brazel said, "Oh my God, Michael, when you visit me, we should make this one together. You're gonna need to stay months to make all these amazing recipes."
Donna, we're definitely making the patty melts that I made that you fell in love with, and we will make this chicken pizza too. So.
Yeah. So amazing. So, and just so you know, Madison is over there dying. Just saying. She said she's dying. So, I don't know if she really thought I was going to read it on air, but, you know, I'm reading it all. Whatever you
All
put.
know. All
We
know.
have no censorship, right?
We don't right here.
And the rest of the virtual world.
Yeah, right. No, not here.
And a good thing about this pizza, I mean, this has been cooked for a little while because I had to cook for the family earlier, but it's very firm. I mean, I'm holding my fingers and it's not.
Hey, Michael, enough of that, okay? Enough.
So is it dry from being,
No,
longer, or is it really moist?
It's fairly moist.
So it's wet?
Yeah, it's wet and hard. I mean, it's firm, wet, and hard.
Here we go.
So, yeah, okay. What comments we get from that? This will probably be the best rated show ever.
It is so delicious in my mouth.
Okay, we do have another question from Trisha Pretty. She said, "Michael, do you use organic veggies or cheese?" And she told you to pound it, baby.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, pound baby.
I did use organic veggies. I didn't use organic cheese this time, but I did use the organic mushrooms, bell pepper, and onions.
Oh, okay.
I just have one thing that I think would sound amazing on there is artichoke hearts, chopped artichoke hearts on top of that pizza would be amazing.
You could put them with anything.
You could, and you could change your red sauce out to a white sauce and have that more of that Alfredo flavor with the artichoke hearts.
The artichoke hearts and some fresh spinach.
Yeah, all that.
With a white sauce?
It lends to a lot of different fun things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, or I was thinking of something like the like homemade tomatoes and the real mozzarella, the chunks of real mozzarella on it.
Yeah, with a nice.
That would be awesome too, with some basil leaf.
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
sure.
it looks really great. It looks really good.
Looks really good.
And I think it's a great idea.
Yeah. So, okay, so if there's no more questions or comments or, sexual innuendos anymore, then we can move on to Ramsey.
Oh,
Okay,
that's just
so
all on top of it.
since we couldn't do traditional crust, I wanted to do something that I thought might still have a crust taste after it was prepared. It took me a little bit to figure this out and come up with this, but it was something that I wanted to do. For the base, I used a zucchini like this one here. I did cut the sides off so that all of them were flat, and I used 4 pieces out of here. Okay, so
Really, Michael? Stop it.
put them off, cut the sides off, and then you have the strips of zucchini. So that's going to be the base for this. Let me show you guys these pizzas, and then I will talk about them. So here they are.
Looks good.
They are going to be absolutely amazing. I have not tried them yet. I spent a little while yesterday coming up with how to make the zucchini stick together or be together when they were in slices. So let me tell you guys what I did. What I did was I took an egg and I whipped up an egg and I put 1 tablespoon of steel cut oats in there. Okay. So then I took and I put them into a pan and I browned both sides of the zucchinis, and you leave them just a little bit apart. You take your spatula, you put it at one end of the zucchinis, and then what I did was I just went ahead and put the egg mixture on there. So what that is eggs and steel cut oats, and there's only 1 tablespoon of steel cut oats in there. It kind of just keeps it so that it stays together as one piece. And I do have a picture to show you guys of that also. In the end, here is, sorry, I wanted to show you guys the picture of what it's going to look like when you get it in the pan. So this is what it looked like when I went ahead and got it into the pan and was ready to go ahead and put the topping on top of it. So those are already ready to go in the oven. Those were prepared on a Sunday and just baked this morning. Then what I did is I took regular pizza sauce. I took 2 tablespoons. I put it onto each piece of the pizza, making it go ahead and get a look like this. I'm trying to show you guys because a lot of times when you see the finished product, you really don't see what goes into it. So there is the 2 crusts with the spaghetti sauce on the top of it. And then what I did was I just simply took and I did 3 ounces of organic ground pork. I did 1 ounce of Wisconsin cheese curd, which I bought, and 1 ounce of a Cracker Barrel sharp cheddar cheese, which I shredded. And then I did onions and mushrooms. So there it is. That's all you need for these 2 pieces. And there was actually a little bit of that stuff left. So you have your 3 ounces of your ground organic pork sausage. You have the onions, the cheese, which that's 2 ounces, 1 ounce for each piece of pizza, which equals a cheese stick slice, basically. Okay, so that's what you're putting on there. Here is the Cracker Barrel cheese that I use. It's just a single individual one that you can buy at the store. So you can use that. That's a good way to do really be in control of the portions that you're using if you're a cheese freak or someone who can't control it, which that's totally me. And then I went ahead and put all my toppings on the pizza. I got it all together and went ahead and finished up by putting the cheese on top of it. So I wanted to make sure I had that cheese on there. There's 1 ounce on each pizza. And then when I went ahead and took them out of the oven, that's what it looked like. I put these in the oven at 350 for 11 minutes. Okay? And at the end of the day, this is what the finished product looks like. You guys, I honestly think this is going to taste absolutely amazing. So I'm super excited to try it. I'm going to go ahead and cut into it and see how this tastes. And I'm going to show you guys it also so you can see it. Okay, so that's what it looks like. Let me hold that sucker up so I get that baby up there. Michael, you want a bite? There you go. So let me taste it.
Oh my God, wow, that tastes amazing.
Oh my God, you guys, this is good.
It looks good.
You cannot taste the egg at all that's on the bottom. I'm going to show you guys the bottom. That's what the bottom looks like right there. And then let me show you guys the side view. Absolutely amazing, you guys. Um, so there you go. Again, sorry, you're talking about one zucchini. I keep the sides because I don't mind the skin, and I like to use it in a stir fry, which I'll use tomorrow.
Yeah.
A little bit of onion, a little bit of whatever kind of meat you really like. You can do whatever fruits and veggies you want, but when you put those slices of zucchini in that pan, just leave them a little bit apart. And if you put the steel oats, that 1 tablespoon of steel oats in with the egg, this is what I had to test the other day. It will give the eggs the thickness so that it doesn't run out all over the pan. You really want to keep it between that crack if possible so that they adhere together. And then before I flipped it, I went ahead and put egg all over the top, the egg and steel oat mix all over the top of the one side, turned it over, let that fully get done as you guys could see in the picture. And then went ahead and did the other side, and then put the batter mixture on that whole side, and then pan fried that side. And then those were prepped and put in the refrigerator and ready to go for the next day when they were baked. So you guys, this is really, really good. It's honestly one of my favorite things I've made, and you know, I'm not missing the crust. So
Yeah.
there you go. Look at that.
Really good.
Flipping amazing. Michael, I'm going to make you some of these.
I'm ready. I'm coming over.
I want some too.
Uh-oh.
Where'd he go? Robsy.
He's bringing them to me.
He got so excited.
Nice. Dude.
He's coming over.
Well, I think that this whole exercise, you know, with trying to find new ways to make crust without using the traditional crust is so helpful for everybody in the community who's trying to cut their carbs down and cut down, you know, the amount of things that can cause us to gain weight when we can still enjoy.
Y'all got me voted off. Y'all are trying to put
So excited, didn't ya?
I think Alicia
Hey,
is
you got so
voted.
excited.
I did it. I swear. I did
Oh,
it.
you guys,
blew
and
up the
also,
screen.
one of my major sponsors was Dasani. Please go ahead and pick up Dasani when you have a chance. Thank you so much. And you guys, this is good. This is really good. I would love to be in the same room with all of you guys right now so that you could honestly taste this. Because you know what? It doesn't have the chewiness that pizza would have because obviously there's a crust there and I get that. But I really, with the egg and the steel oats in there, which you really can't taste either one of those because of the meat, the cheese, the sauce and stuff.
Yeah.
I honestly can say, if I went out to eat and we ordered pizza, of course it would be a traditional pizza, but this is something that I would make at home going forward. I'm not going to lie, does take a little bit of an effort to make the crust part in the pan because you really have to just keep an eye on it and keep putting that batter in between those so that it bakes together. But once you make your initial flip, it's going to be a green light to go because you're already going to have the one side bonding it. And then as you do the other side and flip it over, it's just going to be a green light. So really give it a try. It really is amazing, you guys. Really, really good.
I think that's super creative. Super creative. And using the oats as the binding agent, a really, really good tip. With the egg, I found that that's a great way to, and you know, you don't taste it. I know I've used the different binding agents and with all those other ingredients on the top of the seasoning, the vegetable has very little taste anyway. But it does serve a purpose to, you know, first of all, to be the vegetable, right? And to provide the stability for the bottom. Now, would you be able to pick it up, you think, Rob, or is not necessary?
I don't know. I can try it. I don't know how that
I'm
would
not
work.
saying you should. I'm just saying if you thought.
Yeah, you can pick it up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, you can pick it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, it gives you that extra option then if you can pick it up. The other thing I was thinking you could do, I mean, or one could do if they wanted it thicker, they could put double layer of each of those and bind a thicker. You know what I mean? For a thicker, not to say you should have, but that would be something that somebody could do also.
There's so many options available that you could do with it. You know, if you like a deep dish pizza, you could do it in layers. You could put it together. You could bake it. It would probably come out and be able to cut into pieces. Even if you just put, since you'd be baking it, even if you put the raw eggs, the raw egg with steel oats, or you could use regular oats, on a thin layer on each layer that you put together, I'm sure it would make it bake together. One thing that might be easier to do too to get it out and have it in a shape is if you don't need a huge one, put it in one of the ends where the side, the sides come off, where you can just pull it off, and then you'll have just the pizza there, and you could cut it that way. So.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I have a question, Rob.
Sure.
After you've tasted that and everything, is there anything that you would have changed with that recipe?
There's one thing I would have done, and it's only because I like them, and I thought I had them and they would have been on here, but I love the taste of green olives with pork sausage, with onions. It is absolutely amazing. And I thought I had green olives here, and I did not. And at that point, it was too late to run out and get them, and I thought, you know what? The requirement was 2 vegetables. I have that on there. I was already planning to put the mushrooms and the onions anyway, but green olives would have really added an additional taste to that pizza. But I've cooked on the show, like Michael has, and even Zen has, and Alicia has for several seasons, and I can say that this is one of my favorite dishes that I've made. Now, when I was doing this the other day, the only thing that I tried was the zucchini crust with the egg and oats. I did not make a full pizza yesterday because that wasn't the part that was in question. I knew if the crust worked, I could put the sauce on and I could put the toppings on and I would be good to go. That wasn't what I was worried about. It was being able to make this form so that I could hold it up and it wasn't falling apart and that kind of thing because I really wanted to get that effect of a pizza.
Well,
so and I definitely got that. So
I'm glad you said green olives because I think green olives on a pizza is to die for, and not enough people use green olives on a pizza. You see, the black olives on a pizza,
Oh, yeah.
but do not see enough green olives on a pizza, so I'm glad that you said that.
Yeah, if you ever eat at a place where you can have an option of getting green olives, which, like Michael said, it is rare. A lot of places that you go will not carry green olives for pizza.
Yeah.
If you go into a true Italian, authentic restaurant, or even some places that are mom and pops, a lot of like your Papa John's and Pizza Hut and stuff, they do not carry, generally, it might be regional, but generally they do not carry green olives as a topping. And I think it's important to put a certain meat with those. I really like it with ham and onion, and I really like it with sausage and onion. I'm not saying that it would be bad with pepperoni or anything else, but those meat together with green olives, and if you like onions, adding onions in is absolutely amazing. It is an amazing, amazing taste. I agree with you, Michael, 100%.
Yes.
Yeah,
sure.
I was thinking that you had olives on there. I must have, you know what I mean? I know that you always have a green olive, and I think maybe one of the reasons they don't put green olives, just to be real, is that they're expensive, especially those big ones that are already pitted. But I think one of those big ones with some garlic stuffed in the middle would be like heaven. They even have stuff with gorgonzola, which are just amazing. Don't get me started on my olive.
I'm an olive junkie and an olive snob, but any olive, like, I had a blue cheese stuffed olive the other day. Oh my God. That is so good.
They're heavenly. Yeah.
Did you have any questions or comments, Kimberly?
No, just the fact that I really thought that it looked really amazing, and I would have never thought to make a zucchini crust like that, ever.
Yeah.
It looked really good, though.
Thank you very much.
We have a couple of comments. Sleeve Rocker is here, and he says, "Evening, peoples." And Christina Rangel is here, and she said, "Hola, beautiful people. Late, sorry, she's here now." Christy said, "Oh my God, Rob, that garlic cheese would be amazing on there. I will have to try that. Looks good." If you saw her video the other day on the different cheeses that she got, it was If you haven't seen it, go check it out because she found a place to get some amazing cheeses and
And
They
like
got great prices. I'm jealous. Okay.
no, but Zen, they will ship it out to you.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
yeah,
Uh-huh.
they will ship it out. I think she was gonna put it on her page, or you can contact Christy and she'll let you know
Yeah.
the info
That'd be
and stuff.
awesome. I'll be
But yeah,
buying cheese. 'Cause I love
yeah.
cheese.
And then Dennis said, "Looks good, Rob." And
Thank you.
Donna Brazel said, "I want that one too." So, Michael, figure out how to make it, and you got to make that one too.
Okay, I got it. I will do my homework before I get there in October.
Right? Right? Yeah, exactly. So those are the comments that we have right now. But you know, it looks really, really good, and yeah.
Thank you. So if no one has any more questions, up next will be Miss Beautiful Alicia. Last but not least, I didn't want her to have to announce herself, so I thought I would butt in.
Oh, thank
You
you.
saved the
So,
best for
Alicia,
last.
what did you say, Michael?
Save the best for last, right?
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
How it
Yeah, you
goes.
saved the best for last. So, Miss Beautiful Alicia, why don't you tell the viewers and the judges and Michael and I what you made tonight?
Okay. Well, let me just say, I made a pizza with a chicken crust. Me and Michael have not talked all week,
We
so
haven't talked all week, really.
we have not. Okay, so this is my pizza right here. So yeah.
Amazing.
I have not had, and then I just put so it wouldn't. So you know, I was like, I need some salad here. So I got some salad. I know this ain't part of it, but I do have salad, and I'll explain to the pizza in a second. But I have salad, and I have to share something with you guys before I tell you about the pizza. This is the most amazing dressing ever. It's called Opa. It's a Greek yogurt dressing if you haven't tried it. And this one is the feta dill, and it's like to die for. It's so good. Um, I think that one, I got turned on by that from Lindsay, aka Rachel. She shared that with me, and I was like, oh my gosh, so good. So anyway, my pizza. So what I did was I don't usually eat chicken breast because I'm just like don't like chicken breast. It's too dry for me. But I actually went to the store and I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to cut it in half or pound it down. But anyway, I looked and at my local store, Safeway, the grocery store that I went to, they actually had them sliced, in thin slices of the chicken breast, which I thought was awesome. I was like, hey, that saves me a lot of time. And I think it was one breast, and it was cut into three slices. So there was three pieces, and it only cost me like $3 for three slices of chicken breast, which was amazing. So it was really cheap. So what I did was I sprayed my pan and I cooked it in, just the pan, the spray, and I cooked it like for about 4 to 5 minutes on each side, and then once it was cooked, I took out a cookie sheet and I put the oven. I set the oven for 375. And I put some seasoning, some Italian seasoning on there on the chicken. Then I spread some pizza sauce. I put pepperoni. I put green peppers, and I put mushrooms. And then I put mozzarella cheese over top, and I stuck it in the oven for about. I cooked it for about 10 to 15 minutes, and then I just left it. I turned off the oven and I left it in there for about another 10 minutes or so, and it looks really good. Like, I have heard a lot of people talk about the chicken pizza crust, using chicken, but I was like, I don't know, that I've never tried it before. So
Alicia, can you hold it up a little bit because we're in the boxes where the photos are at?
yeah, no problem. So that's what it looks like.
Oh my
It
God.
looks like a real pizza.
Right?
Real pizza.
Right? Yeah. Yeah. This is actually a piece of, it's mushroom and cheese, like, had bubbled right there and stuff. So I will cut into it and show you guys. So that's what it looks like. you
It looks
know.
like real.
Uh-huh.
It just
It tastes like, it actually does taste like real pizza. Like
mhm.
and I didn't pound the chicken at all because it was,
Already
I know
thin.
we like to pound stuff, I guess, around here, but,
You didn't have to
I did not
pound it and
pound
wiggle it.
anything. No, or, yeah, I didn't pound anything. I'm just saying. So, that would actually, I mean, with the chicken fills me up a lot. So, with the chicken and, just everything on there would totally be like a meal for me with the salad too. But, I wanted to go over that this slice of pizza right here, it ended up being about 194 calories. So, with everything on it, with the pepperoni, and I don't use turkey pepperoni, I just use regular pepperoni, so even with that, it's less than 200 calories. And like around 20 grams of protein.
See, I was just going to ask you if you use turkey pepperoni, but you answered my own question.
Yeah, I don't normally use turkey pepperoni.
I think it's dry.
I just don't like it. Yeah.
Yeah,
The
don't really.
turkey pepperoni, in my opinion, it's very dry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Mhm.
I don't care for it. I know people like it, but yeah, I just don't care for it. So, you know. So that's my,
Good.
yeah, that's what I made.
Looks
It
real
looks
good.
good. Now, your two vegetables on there were what?
I had green pepper and I had mushrooms.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like your stats. I think those are really impressive. Did you have the protein count? What you think it would be for the
Yeah, it
crust?
was, oh, well, for the whole thing, it's 20 grams of protein.
Oh, 20, yeah.
Yeah.
And I think by having the chicken sliced thinly like that, it would not be overwhelmingly dry, and that you
Yeah,
can get a
no,
small enough bite where it's not going to like stick in your throat. You know how chicken
yeah,
can get so
yeah,
filling. You know what I mean? You have to like say, "Oh, I should have taken that big of a bite."
yeah. No,
I
this is
yeah,
perfect.
sometimes.
I mean, it
Yeah.
really was perfect. And I actually made, so it was really one chicken breast and it was cut, 3 times. And
Yeah.
so, I was actually able to make for me and Chris. And this is like enough for me, and he had the other two, and and stuff. And it's not something that I normally do, and I was kind of like, I've heard a lot of people talk about it, but it's not something that I have ever done. And I was kind of like, well, so I just thought, well, I might as well try, and it was super
Mhm.
simple.
Well, it
Yeah.
We
looks
haven't
I
tried.
think it looked really amazing. I love the color to the cheese on the top. I know everybody pretty much on the show probably loves cheese, so the cheese looked absolutely amazing. I think it looks really good, Alicia. And
Yeah.
I will also say that at Costco, they do carry a thin sliced frozen chicken in a bag. It's a huge
Mm.
bag. They're very thin breasts. They're pretty much flat and already pounded out.
Yeah.
So if you have a Costco membership and you can find it at your local Costco, it may save you some time. But what you did and what Michael did is just as good.
Mhm.
So
Yeah. Yeah. No, it was. I like doing it like that because it was super simple, like
Mhm.
so easy. So easy.
So, do you think it'll be something you'll eat again?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So, it's like a go-to. You could make a bunch of them, just stick them in the fridge in containers, and eat them
Yeah.
at different times during the week.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I actually did get since they were they were sliced up. I actually did get a couple packs of chicken that I already like that. So I already have like 3 more, that I can just cook up, and it'll be really easy. You know. We do
Yeah.
have a few comments. I'll read those real quick. Christy said Zen, she posted the website on her page.
Oh,
So
awesome.
yeah, go to her page and she posted the website. Donna said, "Oh my God, that looks amazing." Thank you. Leslie Sky said, "Looks good, Alicia." Sleep Rocker said, "Mushroom is not a vegetable.
It's a fruit, right, Pete?
It's a
I don't
it's
know. It's a
No,
Fun
fungus,
guy. It's a fun guy.
yeah, there you go. Okay,
but we
thank
sell
you.
it as a vegetable. I mean, that's where they sell it in the vegetable section
We're all
at the store.
disqualified.
He said, "Oh well." And then Terry Lawson said, "Sounds good." So yeah, it is very, very good. And it was funny because when Michael came on and he had his pizza, I was like,
Oh,
I messaged Rob and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I have a chicken crust too." But you know, we did it similar but different and stuff. But you know, yeah. And like I said, me and Michael have not talked all week, so we had no clue, you know,
wow.
and stuff. But it was, you know, it was fun to try something different and than the regular, you know.
I will say that I thought when Michael last week at the end of the show, he goes, "Oh my God, I know what I'm going to do," and he was
Uh-huh.
so excited. So I went online and I started looking. Well, I came across the video on YouTube, and it's called "No Dough Pizza Cream Cheese," and it's by Nature's Fairly is the channel. But she literally makes a pizza crust out of cream cheese, and there's other ingredients, and she bakes it. And I'll try to get it as close to the screen as I can so you guys can see it. But it literally came out like a pizza crust.
Mm-hmm.
And she was able to pick it up. She was able to eat it and all that kind of a stuff. Now, I thought about making that at one point, but for me, cheese is kind of a red light food, and I do have some kinds of allergies and stuff to overdoing it on cheeses and stuff. So as amazing as it looked, and as I sit there in awe watching this lady make a pizza crust out of cream cheese, I was like, oh,
Yeah.
it was like crazy. So it looked good though, very, very good.
Yeah.
But so I thought that's what Michael might have been doing, is
Yeah.
doing something like that, because I thought, oh, Michael, he's gonna make something with cheese.
I did see that one, and that one was like in my top 2 or 3 that I was gonna make, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Well,
wonder if the calories in that though and the fat would be super high. I mean,
I
it
don't
would be
think
the.
she put any of those stats in that video, did she, Michael? I don't think they have
No.
stats.
I didn't hear no
Well,
stats, but I can.
I know that there's a lot of like like on Pinterest and like there's a lot of recipes out there for like the chicken crust. But I went and I actually subscribe to a guy who does a lot of videos. He's the protein chef and love him. And he actually did this exact.
Saturday. It was Saturday, wasn't it?
I think so. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
just a couple days ago. And well, his toppings were like he didn't do the pepperoni, and I added the pepperoni and stuff. But I love watching him, and he does all kinds of like amazing recipes. Protein. I mean, he uses like Quest bars a lot. He does all kinds of stuff. So if you guys aren't subscribed to him, you really should be. It's just the Protein Chef.
There's another guy called the Diet Kitchen, and that guy is amazing too. He's from England.
Okay, I haven't seen
all
him.
kind of amazing things. We should maybe have like a little shout out section for different cooking videos or stuff that we see. That might be something we could do in the future. I know that Diet Kitchen guy, I've looked at his channel more than once and gotten good recipes. Those balls I made, remember those protein balls?
Yeah.
That I made all different ways? That base recipe came from that guy's channell.
Yeah.
So,
oh, awesome. We do have a couple more comments. So while I'm reading these, then you know, Kimberly and Zed, you can send me who your pick is.
This is a hard one tonight, Alicia. Very hard. It's a hard decision because I like all of them. I want a piece of each one.
I'm on that one, Zen.
Huh?
So Terry says, wish we had a Costco. We only have Sam's. And then Christy said, looks great, Alicia. Man, I want pizza now. LOL. Leslie says, yes, mushroom is a veggie. Terry said, it's not. I don't know. Let's Google it. I don't know. Leslie said, I think I'll try that, what Alicia made sometime. Could add onions and black olives too. Or you could add the green olives like the boys were talking about. Yeah, so those are the comments that I see right now. But this was so good. Like, I probably wouldn't have tried this if I probably like because I've been wanting to try it for a while, but I just like for some reason haven't. So I don't know. It's something that if Zen wouldn't have said let's try something different, I probably wouldn't have even tried it. So
Have you taken a bite? Did I see you take a bite?
yeah, I took a bite.
I just want to make sure. Okay.
Hmm.
It just looks like the real thing.
I know, and it feels like. I mean, it really is
All
really
right, I'm
good,
having a hard time deciding.
and it's not even dry. Like it's not dry at all. At all.
At all? Just kidding.
Not at all.
No. At all.
Super wet? Is it drippy wet? Or
wet.
is it
I don't
moist?
know.
Oh,
You know
so
what?
good.
This is not the sex
Oh,
show.
so good.
No, I'm asking
Like
a
an
question
orgasm
about...
in your mouth.
It's not dry in my mouth, okay?
No, I said orgasm in your mouth.
Yeah. No, it is really good. It's super good.
Hey, I googled the mushroom thing. I ain't found where it says that mushrooms nor a fruit or a vegetable, but it does say this, which is quite interesting. It says they want to make it clear that mushroom is not a plant. It evolved at a different time to plants. Where'd it go? Am I on?
Yes.
It grows. Yeah, every other word you freeze.
Well,
Hello?
yeah, we
Okay.
can hear you kind of. Well,
I think I got...
Terry said that she's working hard to get back on track, and she needs protein ideas. So
Those are good ones tonight.
yeah, this is I think any of these would be great. Especially chicken has a lot of protein, and another thing that I do. Michael finished his off. Another thing that I do a lot is go to Pinterest. If you're Terry, if you're not on Pinterest, you can find tons of stuff on there. Like, totally addicted to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After we announce the decisions, Alicia, I brought a recipe that I've made a couple of times now, and I would love to share it with everyone if you are okay with that.
Oh, yes.
It's kind of a fun recipe. It is not pizza, but when we're done with the preliminaries, the show, I'll share.
Kimberly, did you send your what you decided?
Yeah, I'm trying to work on it. It's being stupid.
Okay,
I'm gonna resend it again.
It's fine. Okay, so there's a couple more comments here I want to read. So Donna said, "So moist and wet, ha ha ha." Leslie said, "You guys are funny tonight." Donna says that she blames Madison. So apparently we're bringing Madison back into this.
It's all Madison's fault. Yeah,
It
it's
is.
not Michael. Michael didn't do it. It's not Michael's fault. Never.
Leslie said holiday fun. So it is a holiday, so we're usually not this crazy, so we'll blame Labor Day for
There
it.
we go.
Emma Zetterlund says funny. And Terry said okay. Emma said great show today. Yeah,
Thank you.
well, we do what we can over here. But yeah, so anyway, I guess we got both of the both ladies have submitted their choices for tonight. So we'll go ahead and let them tell us who they picked. Let's start with Kimberly. Who did you pick tonight?
I picked Rob, and the reason I picked Rob is because I thought that his crust choice was quite interesting. The zucchini, like I said, I've never heard of that before. And the silka oats and the egg that he has to use to put it together and to keep it, it looked really good. It looked really, really good, Rob. You did a really amazing job, and I really, really would love to try it.
Thank you.
It looked really good.
I think Kimberly is fascinated with oats since the other
Yes,
day.
it is. I'm just like totally shocked that they keep stuff together. Like I'm used to the crackers or the breadcrumbs, and like the oats is just. I'm gonna have to start trying that because I still didn't get to do the meatloaf. I was really busy this week, but I'm really gonna have to try it. It looks really amazing. I never thought to incorporate oats to hold stuff together.
So in the future, wise, if you use oats, she's very fascinated by it. So
Yeah. Probably get a point. No,
Got it. Got it.
right,
Oats in every single thing I make now.
right. Oats. There's oats in here.
Oats and bacon. Oats and bacon and cheese. And we're good to go.
Okay, so now Zen, you go ahead and tell your pick for tonight.
Okay, tonight it was very, very hard. I think I would enjoy eating each and every one of you guys pizza.
Yeah.
I chose Alicia tonight. I felt that it just looked so real to me, just like real pizza, and I just couldn't get over how it looked just like real pizza. And that, see, I'm all about fooling the mind.
Yeah.
And I love the zucchini idea that Rob had. I think that's outstanding. And the cream cheese one you brought up, Becca, that sounds amazing too. But I'm all about fooling myself and making myself enjoy something that, you know what I mean, is something else. But it actually functions as the real thing. So I thought yours looked very, very realistic. And but I loved all of them. Michael, I loved yours too, and Rob, I loved yours, very much. So that was my choice.
Well, I think that we all did so great, and I think Michael needs a point because tonight because he was the one that had the most sexual innuendos in his.
Right. And if I could, I would have picked everybody because I think everybody passed with the A++ on this assignment. This was amazing creativity from all of you guys. There's just no way I would pass up on any of your dishes, and no way I would pass. I would try them all, and I will be making a chicken pizza. Now I've been accused by my sister of making. Every time I show my eggs in the morning, because I pile it with different veggies and stuff, she says, "Is that pizza?" I said, "No, that's egg." So I make my 2 eggs look like pizza because I put spinach and cheese and, vegetables and stuff, and she always accuses me of eating pizza. So.
Well, and I did. Tonight when I put everything together, when I cooked everything, I made a video. So I'll put that together and put it on just in case if anyone wants to know, whatever. But it was super simple. But I think everything turned out really, really wonderful. And I just want to say Terry Lawson said this is her first time listening and watching us. So really happy to have a new viewer, and Dennis said good show tonight, and Leslie said Hall and Oats. Hall and Oats. So Zen wanted to share a recipe with us.
Okay, guys, I just want to share this recipe. I found it on YouTube. It is not my creation, although, of course, I did modify it a little bit, and it's something that's I take something that is, again, just standard, and I change it. So what I did is I followed the recipe, and I made a turkey. I don't know if you can see it through here. I'll show you the big one. I take turkey, and I made chorizo out of the turkey myself by seasoning it. Then I added cauliflower and cabbage, chopped in bite-sized pieces, and peppers, red, and lots of spices, chili, paprika, cayenne. And then I just added, you add a little bit of cheese in the middle and a little bit of cheese on top, and you bake it for like 25-30 minutes so that the cauliflower is not mushy. It's still crunchy a little bit, and you can have it as a side dish or a main dish. I'm finding that I just absolutely love this stuff. I can't get enough of it. So I thought I'd share it with y'all. I'll have to get the link and give it to Alicia of the actual recipe where they show, the how much of this and that. But
yeah. I think you sent me the link. Didn't you send me the link
I
the other
may have,
day?
because it is so good.
Yeah.
And you can just take a little of this and put it on your eggs and change up what you're eating.
Right.
Or, you know what I mean? It's spicy. You can make it as spicy or not spicy as you want.
Right.
You know, I kind of make it a little bit spicy, but I don't even have to add sriracha to this. I use, chili pepper, and you can put serranos in it or jalapenos if you like it spicy. But I just use, because my daughter's eating it and I don't want to overspice it, I just use the regular big red pepper, and usually I use an orange one, but I didn't have one today, so I just cut. I said, well, what's the next best thing? And I just took a head of cabbage and just took a big wedge out of it and chopped it bite-sized and threw it in there. Mix it all up with the meat once it's seasoned, and then throw the cheese on top and bake it. It was real easy. So anyway, I just wanted to share that with y'all because it's a super low-cal recipe, and it's fun. It's fun to make new things.
Well, can I share something that I made this morning?
Yeah.
Since it's pizza themed, I made a breakfast pizza this morning. It is not low-cal. It is not low-carb. It is full of yummy goodness, though. You take 2 cans of crescent rolls.
Mm-hmm.
You take out the triangles. You spread them out onto your pizza pan, and you bake that for about 10 minutes. Pull it out, and then you make a sausage gravy. You can use the packet of cream gravy. Mix that up. I made mine from scratch because that's how I prefer mine. I did put in a pound of ground sausage, already cooked up, breakfast sausage, into the gravy, into the sausage gravy mix. You put that on top of the croissants, and then you take 6 eggs and you soft scramble them with a little bit of milk, salt, and pepper till they're almost set, and then you put that over the top of the gravy, and then you cover it with 8 ounces of cheddar cheese and 4 ounces of pepper jack cheese, and you bake it for another 10 minutes. This is one slice of it right here. Look at this. This is leftover from the morning. Just thick, yummy sausage gravy, eggs, and cheese croissant pizza. Oh my goodness, Rob,
That looks good.
love it.
So, Michael, let me ask you a question. Making your own gravy, it's really easy, right? You just use isn't it just like the after you do like sausage, you can like.
Well, let me tell you, the sausage that I used did not leave very much drippings in the pan, so I added just a little bit of vegetable oil.
Oh, okay.
I got it hot, and then about a 1/4 cup of flour, and with salt and pepper, and then I let that absorb all the oil, and then I added milk and stirred until it started getting thick. If it gets a little too thick, you add a little more milk until it's the right consistency that you like, and then you add your sausage back to it, and bam, sausage gravy.
Bam.
Good.
Bam. Sausage gravy.
Bam.
Yeah. So no,
Right.
that sounds really good. So Kimberly, you get to choose what we are making next week. What's it gonna be?
Okay. Since it's my birthday month, I chose a birthday meal.
Ooh. Look at Michael's face. He's like, oh.
I was so undecisive. I'm like, it is my birthday this month, so we're going to do it this way. The requirements are going to be as follows. There's going to be 1 main, 1 side, and now this, it's optional if you his little ears up to the screen. I'm going to make this optional. I wanted to kind of put it in there and make it, mandatory, but I don't want to put a lot on you guys, so I'm gonna make it, I guess, optional. A dessert, but the dessert, I want it to be a fall dessert.
A what dessert?
A fall.
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 Yep.
Awesome.
How's that?
Love it.
Yeah.
So the rest of the meal is completely open, Kimberly, is what you're saying? Basically, anything you want for a birthday?
Yep.
Mm.
But I mean, like, I would like them. I wanted to do the dessert to be, like I said, in it. You know what I mean? But I just didn't want to put too much on them. You know what I mean? Because I made a big one last time.
Well,
So
put it on us. Make it mandatory for a fall dessert.
okay.
It's
Kimberly,
fine because
the other thing that I think would be interesting, and it's totally your decision, but tell us what kinds of things you like. I mean, if we're making a birthday meal, and technically it would be for you, what kinds of things do you like? And name several things. I mean, what do you like? What kind of food do you like?
yeah.
My favorite food would be Italian. So anything Italian that you make, I probably like. It's guaranteed. I like Mexican food. I don't know. I mean, I don't want to say, I don't want to just leave it at Italian because Lisa said she don't eat like pasta, so I don't want to. See, I'm trying to like make it to where you guys aren't. You know what I mean?
You know what? But this is the thing. You make the decision, and then we work around that. You don't have to be like, oh, let me, there are so many options that we can come up with, and I don't want you to worry about, like, if we're going to be able to do that.
Like, well, Rob's by himself, so I don't want him to make this big thing, and then.
But, no, listen.
I'm like going through all this stuff.
Yeah, but this is the thing with this kind of stuff, like say a dessert, of course, yeah, it's just Rob, but it doesn't mean that he can't make like a mini dessert.
That's what I've done every time, except for the one time I made a full cheesecake. But I gave that to some friends. But everything that I make, I'm making single portions of, and I can do the same thing with pasta. I can do the same thing with any kind of meat. So I'm fine with whatever. I'm not someone who eats a lot of leftovers, so like I won't bake full servings and freeze it and things like that. That's just not me. That's not my taste. I don't like that. But I have no problem breaking a recipe down and making a single serving of something. It does not matter. Because it's your birthday, we're going to sing happy birthday. We're going to be cooking.
And I'm fine because I got 6 people that live here, and they will devour anything that I make.
Right.
So.
Yeah, and I got 2 boys that will, well, one of them for sure will eat whatever I make.
Right. Well, that's awesome. I like that.
Yeah.
I like
what
that.
What day is your birthday, Kimberly, by the way?
It's the 24th. So, like, if I was picking next week, it would have been perfect because we were doing it, like, the 21st. So it would have been, like, right around then. But it's cool. It works. Birthday month, whatever.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. We did get a question real quick before we go off. I haven't really thought that far ahead, but Leslie Sky had asked us, she said, totally off subject, but are you guys and gals going to do a Thanksgiving show pre-Thanksgiving? So maybe closer to when we get to Thanksgiving, we'll do a...
That sounds like a fun idea.
Sounds like a fun idea.
Thanksgiving our way. That would be awesome.
Yeah, it's that we haven't set the schedule for that season yet as far as the dates. And there'll also be a meeting at the end of this season to see what direction we're going for next season, what we're doing. But we're going to keep all you guys informed of that. And Alicia is always, open that up to the cast to talk about and put it out on the table. In the end, the decisions are always hers. It's her show. But we love the fact that she gives us those options and opens it up to us also and asks our opinion. But I don't see why we wouldn't because, I mean, if that's our format, then, I mean, of course we would. I just don't know what date it would fall on.
Yeah. I'm the boss. See? I'm the boss.
Here we go. Don't get your head too
anyway, well, is there any last words before we go?
Yeah, I got one thing to say, and then I'm done. My lighting is absolutely amazing tonight. And I just think that everything looks good from the skin to the hair to the eyebrow. I'm just saying, okay, I'm done. I rest my case.
Eyebrows on fleek.
On like always, so.
Michael, we got the same haircut, only I got a little peak right there. You
Yeah,
know
you
what
got
I'm
a little
saying?
peak right there, but I got that nice little part right there, and it's
Right.
the gel.
Well,
The
you know-
gel tonight is like perfect.
Okay, we could be here all night talking these two, and
Just give them a mirror, okay?
I know. Well, Michael was half
You do
naked
it.
before he got on the show, so you
You're
know.
naked. What are you talking about?
I know when the lights go off the show, we never know what's going to happen.
Well, we don't know for sure if
I'm
Michael's
gonna
actually
make-
wearing pants,
I got
so.
how good I look. Hold on.
Oh gosh.
Hey, you gotta tilt your head and pucker your lips with the selfie.
Shoot the
That's
devil.
what everybody does.
That's a shameless selfie.
I don't understand why everybody does that. They take a selfie and they always cock their head to the side and pucker their lips. It's like,
I don't pucker my lips, but that's
I
what
do it.
right here.
It's
I
kind of
do
fun.
What?
You look
Good.
awesome that way.
I'll
But
send
you
that.
know, this was a really great, amazing show.
A shameless selfie.
I think tonight was really great. It was fun. You know, we all made really great choices of meals. And what is Kimberly trying to show us her boobies? Come on
No,
now.
I was looking for my
Wow.
I just
Michael
saw that
missed
I
it.
did it. No,
What?
listen.
What I
I
missed?
just saw
What I
that.
missed?
Was it a wardrobe malfunction?
No, I was looking for my son's selfie stick.
Whatever. She was
I
trying to show us her boobies. You look at her. She ain't shy no more. She ain't shy no more.
It wasn't even
Michael's
like that.
still looking. Michael's still looking. So no, it was really fun tonight, and I feel like you know, the viewers really got you know, really got some great ideas and stuff, and yeah, so this is really great. And Terry asked if this is on every Sunday night, and that's actually Monday today. So
Monday.
I know today's Monday, and yes, Terry, we have it every Monday, 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 Central, right, Michael? 8 Central. And
Hey, tell her don't feel naked. Half the panel thought it was Sunday.
yeah, we all did. Oh, geez, we all just got Michael's selfie too. So
Here we go.
Yeah, what was? Somebody was blowing my phone up. I'm like, what the heck?
if you want Michael to send you a selfie every day, contact him on Facebook, and he'll be more than happy to.
I would do it too.
No,
You
he
want
really
to
will.
pay for Michael? You got it.
He really will. So go contact Michael. It's Michael May on Facebook.
That's optional.
He accepts all friend requests, just so you know. Yeah, he's not, you know, men, women, it doesn't matter. So just head over on to Michael's Facebook page, and he'll
It's so great.
This has been, okay, I'm just saying, this is probably...
It's equal opportunity. Why don't you just say Michael's equal opportunity?
That's right. Very equal opportunity, right? He doesn't discriminate against anybody. So, oh Lord, he's taking a selfie of all of us now.
Yeah, but the screen's all white.
We should all give a selfie now.
Anyway, now we're just talking a bunch of nonsense. So we had a lot of fun, guys. Thank you so much.
Hold up. It's not nonsense. You're talking Michael.
Yeah.
okay, we're talking drama.
If you want to continue the after show, just contact Michael over on Facebook, and he'll continue as long as you want. So, but until next week, come back and watch us, you know, cook up a birthday meal and with dessert and all. And yeah, so we will see you next week, same place, same time. Talk to you guys later. Bye.